In October 1979, students at Busan National University ignited the Bu-Ma Uprising, protesting against Park Chung-hee's authoritarian Yushin regime. Their demands for democracy and free elections resonated nationwide. The protests, initially peaceful, marked the first major challenge to Park's 18-year rule. Historical records show over 50,000 students participated, using handwritten flyers to spread their message. This moment became the catalyst for South Korea's democratization movement. Within days, protests reached Masan's industrial districts, where factory workers joined students. The movement evolved from academic freedom to labor rights, with 30% of Masan's workforce striking. Archival footage shows helmeted workers marching past textile factories, their fists raised alongside students. This solidarity terrified the regime, as it revealed unprecedented unity between intellectuals and the working class against dictatorship. On October 18, 1979, Park's regime deployed paratroopers to suppress protests. Declassified documents confirmed 3 student deaths in Busan and 12 critical injuries in Masan. Soldiers used wooden batons wrapped in barbed wire, a tactic later condemned by Amnesty International. The violence, captured by hidden cameras, showed protesters dragged by their hair into armored trucks, images that would later fuel global outrage. After the crackdown, activists organized covert resistance through church basements and university tunnels. They used mimeograph machines to print pamphlets, distributing 20,000 copies weekly. Former organizers recall coding messages within hymns during fake choir practices. These networks sustained the movement when public protests became impossible, laying groundwork for the 1980 Gwangju Uprising. The government imposed complete press censorship on October 20, 1979. Newspapers like Dong-A-Ilbo ran blank columns in protest. Foreign correspondents like BBC's Michael Shapiro smuggled footage out via diplomatic pouches. This blackout inadvertently proved the regime's fragility. Citizens relied on shortwave radios, broadcasting from Japan, hearing uncensored truths for the first time. Interim President Choi Kyu-ha expanded martial law nationwide on October 27, 1979, at General Chun Doo-won's urging. Troops occupied 35 universities and banned gatherings of over 4 people. Declassified U.S. cables reveal concerns about Chun's excessive force. The decree allowed warrantless arrests, over 5,000 detained within 72 hours, including future President Kim Dae-jung. Protesters adapted with ingenious tactics: lantern signals from apartment windows, Morse code via bicycle bells, and poetry readings masking political debates. Women played key roles, hiding activists in traditional hanbok layers. These methods kept the movement alive during the darkest months, with intelligence reports admitting they could not stamp out the ideological embers. By November 1979, Seoul's Saedaemun prison overflowed with 8,000 detainees. Former prisoners testified to torture, including waterboarding and boxing, forced standing in tiny cells. The Korean Bar Association documented 43 deaths, later memorialized at the National Cemetery. These abuses turned global opinion against the regime, with the UN Human Rights Commission launching an investigation. International pressure mounted as smuggled torture photos reached the Washington Post in December 1979. U.S. Congress debated cutting military aid while Japanese unions blockaded Korean ships. This isolation weakened the regime's legitimacy. Notably, Swedish Prime Minister Olof Palme compared Seoul's actions to Nazi Germany, straining diplomatic relations for years. Though crushed, the Bu-Ma Uprising became democracy's foundation stone. Its tactics inspired the 1987 June Democracy Movement. Today, Busan's Democracy Park displays original protest artifacts, while survivors teach new generations. Historians credit these 1979 protests with exposing the dictatorship's cracks, proving that even the most oppressive regimes fear awakened citizens.